Managing a football club in this country is challenging, regardless. But Bidiama is a little different because for Asante Kotoko, it's been an age-old football club in this country, and it's owned by the Otumfo, who is the overlord of the Ashanti Kingdom, and obviously he has too many things that he has to handle, and so. He gets, but his eyes will be focused in different ways, but still getting the information and then acting on them. A little bit different from Midiama, which is also a community club. It is a Takwa, we call it a Pinto area club, but it's also a major representation of the Wasa area. In terms of football, it's a major, because there are two clubs that are in the Premier Division and that are from the Wasa area. The Midiama, which is in Takwa, and then Samatex, which is in Samraboy. Yeah. So fortunately for us, in the Western region, we are represented by these two clubs at the Premier level, and all two come from kind of the ethnic area. Midiama is owned technically by one individual and also some traditional membership. So it is not owned 100% by one person, but also the traditional leadership of the area. The Pinto people have some share in it, but the actual management, the day-to-day activities, the bank rolling and all that comes from a smaller group. So it is not very easy. It is not easy managing because you need the resources. You have brought in our case, close to 40 young footballers, some of whom are experienced because they've played in other clubs before, played in Haas, some of them Kotoko and elsewhere, and those who are starting. And exactly. So you need to take good care of them. They have to have a good place to stay, to sleep, food to eat, and you have to ensure that every month their salaries are paid. You have to also ensure that if they won, their bonuses are paid and on time. That is the challenge of managing football in this country. Sometimes you don't have people supporting you, you don't have sponsorship. Miriam has been a bit lucky with sponsorship. Yeah, absolutely. But even that in between time, you realize that the sponsorship fizzles out and you have to struggle. So it's a challenge. But you also have to have the right people around you. Okay. I think Mosisama Mospaka, as we all know him, he has right from the get-go got good people around him as a board who give him the right advice. In fact, we try to take the foot from the club out of his hand because he's a businessman, but he's a football lover. So if you are not careful, he will be mingling the two. And there were times where he was spending his own money. A lot of times he spends his own money, and then that affects your business. True. So we come in with ideas, and then we provide the leadership, maybe even to get some sponsorship and all that. That has helped us. We also have good management team. Management at the moment led by James Silfi, who is very experienced because he's been there before. He left and came back. Very, very experienced. And then the technical team, fantastic technical team. Ibrahim